everything you need to know if you're considering staying at the Hyatt Place National Harbor Hotel. In this video, I'm going to show you the neighborhood around the hotel, the inside of one of the rooms, this room, a king corner suite, and I'm going to give you my final pros and cons, whether you should stay at this hotel. The Hyatt Place National Harbor is located in Maryland, just across the border from the District of Columbia. It's about 11 miles south of the White House, but it has a really neat location, just 1 block from the Potomac River. It's located in the part of the National Harbor known as the Waterfront District. Many of the rooms have some really great views of the river right out in front. The National Harbor is a relatively new development neighborhood as far as developments go, developed in the last decade. There are 8 hotels here, including the Gaylord Hotel, which the Hyatt Place is just about 3 blocks from. The other big property here is the MGM National Harbor, that the Hyatt Place is a short 4-minute drive from. You could walk it, but it's probably a little too far to walk comfortably. The National Harbor is a really cute, compact neighborhood. It's about 3 blocks wide, 5 blocks long, with shops and restaurants that tend to have a focus on nightlife. If you're looking for some cheap eats here, my favorite is Potbelly Sandwiches. That's just about a block away from the Hyatt. The other really famous things in this neighborhood is the Awakening statue, this big silver dude who's in the sand here on this beach, and the Ferris wheel. Now, the National Harbor is really not connected to the Washington, D.C. area public transit rail system, so you're likely going to be arriving here by car. There is a small loading zone in front. There's no valet parking. All parking is self-parking in the parking garage that's just about a half block away from the hotel. The daily rate is $24 a day. As you come into the Hyatt Place through double doors, to your right is the check-in desk. There's a small seating area and a nice little shop where you can pick up various sundries. Then just to the left of the entry door is the hotel's breakfast restaurant slash evening bar. They give complimentary breakfast in the morning that is a hot breakfast that was pretty decent, though not amazing, but it certainly satisfied the hot breakfast need. But what's really cool is they have an outdoor eating area that has really cool views of the Potomac, provided that the weather is suitable for you to actually sit outside. Now, back inside on the ground floor is also the hotel's fitness center. That's a small fitness center, but is nice and bright. It has windows that look out onto the street out in front. Heading up to the guest room floors, they are bright, airy, clean, and what's also kind of cool is that on each floor they have a water machine, and below it they have a microwave. There's no microwave in the room, but every floor has a communal microwave, and the ice machine also dispenses drinking water or drinking water with ice together. Now that we've seen everything around the hotel, let's check out the inside of one of the rooms. This is room 427, a corner king room on the 4th floor. Now, as we come in this room, we see king bed right here, but the most defining feature of this room is not the king bed, it's the corner, and so it's got big windows on both sides. Now, in the daytime, what you see out this window is you see a view of the Potomac River. You can see the bridge right there in the distance. You can see Alexandria in the distance. It's a pretty neat view from right here. Coming back into the room back at night again when I checked in, so it all looks nice. There's that nice king bed, nice and clean. There is a corner gray sofa right here. The room has a very monochromatic kind of vibe, like tan, brown, white, black is what we got here. Neat desk that right fronts that window right there. There is a small refrigerator down here. If you got drinks or things like that you want to keep refrigerated. Comfy chair. There's 2 little drawers right here in a luggage stand if you want to store your clothes in there. And this was the front door we came in. Just to the left of it is the closet. It's a small closet, just got an ironing board and a few hangers. The ice bucket, in-room safe, and coffee machine are over here. And then the bathroom is a nice bathroom, big, bright, airy. Did I say bright? It is quite bright in here. It has one pretty big sink counter, toilet here in the corner, and then the shower just over this way. It is a kind of walk-in shower, no bathtub in this room, and the shower is a single fixed head. And the soaps in the bathroom are individually packaged Kennett MD skincare. No communal soap pumps here, which I like. Okay, fellow explorers, now that we've seen everything around the hotel and the inside of one of the rooms, it's time for the review. And so if you watch our reviews regularly, you'll know we rate things on a scale of 1 to 5 Tophers. So how many Tophers does the Hyatt Place National Harbor get? This hotel is gonna get 3.5 Tophers. So first I'm gonna talk about the pros, and then I'm gonna talk about the cons of the hotel. Pros. It's nice, it's new, it's clean, the rooms are big, the views are neat, the breakfast is free, the staff was quite friendly, self-parking is inexpensive, $24 a night, pretty inexpensive for self-parking. So overall, I liked the hotel. The sleeping was good, but it could have been better, so I'm gonna get to the cons now. First con, the air conditioner room. This is the one I'm a stickler for. The air conditioner, there was no way to keep the fan constantly on at night. So the air conditioner would turn on, the fan would turn on, and even at the lowest setting, it's really loud. And then when it was done cooling the room, the fan would turn off. And then the fan would turn on, and the fan would turn off, and the fan would turn on, and the fan would turn off. And so if you're a light sleeper like me, it goes from jet engine to quiet, and jet engine to quiet. And so I just had to put the air conditioning down on like the lowest possible temperature. My room was gonna get super cold, but it was gonna stay on so that I could fall asleep. Also, being by the airport, I did hear the planes starting to go around 6 in the morning, so just be aware that the rooms aren't perfectly soundproof from the plane. Also, another con, the location. While I like the National Harbor, it's a neat neighborhood, it's just that it's a small neighborhood, and so if you're coming and you wanna go to Washington, D.C. and the White House and that stuff, this isn't super near that. There's no great public transportation options here. This is probably good if you're visiting family in Maryland, you're doing a lot of day trips, you have a car, but if you don't have a car on your trip to the DC area, I would probably skip this, look someplace else, unless you're part of a school group and you have a bus. I actually saw tons of kids staying at this hotel with school groups on buses because the rates are fairly inexpensive compared to what you pay in the National Capital Region, and it's just 10 miles away. But if you're driving with traffic time on weekdays, that 10 miles is gonna take you 45 minutes, so just be aware of that as well. But would I stay here again? If I had to come to this area again, the National Harbor, if I was here and I wasn't coming to DC for tourism, then yes, I would definitely consider staying here again. Some other hotels you might consider in this region, the Gaylord Hotel, the big one, the MGM National Harbor, there's a Westin. One I've stayed at before, the AC hotels, I would not recommend that one. You can give that one a miss, but those 3 are some other ones that at least look pretty good from the outside. Well, travelers, if you're coming to Washington, D.C., you might enjoy some of my Washington, D.C. videos. You'll find links on the screen or in the description below. As usual, I won't say goodbye because I'm going to see you over there.